Hello, dear friends. This is Paramjit Kaur, and today again I have come with a new topic. So, can you see these comments and relate our today's topic? Like, I hate you, fat, stupid, you have no friends, you look ugly. Yes. So, today we are talking about cyberbullying. We have to understand and prevent this cyberbullying. So before understanding, we'll take a few case studies. A 14 years old girl from Mumbai being bullied over the internet is worse. It's torment and hurts. They say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That quote is a lie. And she says sticks and stones may cause nasty cuts and scars, but those cuts and scars will heal. But insulting words, that is your bullying, hurt and sometimes take forever to heal. Another case, a 16-year-old girl from Delhi after being bullied. I still cry when I think of what she said. After a while, you start believing all of the things people tell you that are not true. When I look in the mirror, I wonder if I am fat. I am not. After what my ex-friend said. A clique of 8th grade girls sleeping over at one friend's house pretend to befriend an unpopular girl on instant messenger. They persuade her, divulge her innermost feelings, secret and crushes. The next day at school, they show everyone a printout of the conversation, and she is mortified. This is what we called as cyberbullying. Unwanted and threatening postings. A 14-year-old Joy has created a web blog all about herself. An anonymous person starts posting threatening sexual comments with links to porn sites on her blog. So this is what we called as cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the repeated misuse of these technologies to harass, intimidate, bully, or terrorize another person. Now, the victims, how they feel. A 12-year-old girl being bullied makes me feel really bad, and I often get depressed later at home. I would also plot revenge privately, express my hatred towards a bully, but I doubt I would really do anything about it. I don't usually go to adults to tattle on people, even though I know it's not tattling, it's real. And the effects of cyberbullying? The victim will feel overwhelmed, vulnerable, powerless, exposed, humiliated, disinterested in life, alone and isolated, anxious and depressed, ill, and sometimes suicidal also. Now, let's see who are the cyberbullies. The individuals with no strong relationships. Immature individual who bullies, who are involved with hate groups, who have been bullied themselves, they bully. And the cliques means a group of people that think they are exactly the same and does not include anyone else in their clique, in their group. Why do people bully? Continuation of face-to-face bullying, anger, jealousy, peer pressure, fun. These are the reasons people start cyberbullying. Now there is one case of offender who cyberbullies. A 15-year-old boy said, well, the only reason I bully is because the same person I was doing it did it to me like a week before. It was not right thing to do, but at times I felt like I was getting revenge. But always remember, my dear friends who get cyberbullied, haters don't really hate you. In fact, They hate themselves because you are reflection of what they wish to be. They insult you because they are insecure of something that they are lacking. If people are trying to bring you down, it only means that you are above them. So keep calm and try to ignore cyberbullying. Now let us try to understand why do people bully online. They don't have to approach in person. That is why. They use secret identities no one will get to know. People with secret identities think that no one will ever find them out. But with proper procedure, we can find out also. People hack into the computers and make out that it is other writing negative comments. Now, why internet can foster bullying? Because there is no feedback, sense of being anonymous, multiple online characters, sense of power, and no responsible adult is supervising. That is why people bully online. Now, why don't victims ask for help? Kids view internet is a lifeline to their peer group and they don't want adults to know they have a problem, because if adults will know that the kids are getting cyberbullied, then they will take away their liberty, because they fear that adults will take their computer away. They feel helpless. Kids may want to handle it on their own way and feel in control again. They may fear being seen as weak or tattleable. Fear of backlash. May fear retaliation from the kid who bullied them. Embarrassment. Feel misunderstood. Kids who are bullied may already feel socially isolated. They may feel like no one cares or could understand. Rejection. Kids may fear being rejected by their peers. Friends can help protect kids from bullying, and kids can fear losing their support. That is why kids don't ask for help. Don't be a victim. Talk about bullying in general with friends, teachers, and family. Discuss what personal information is appropriate to tell others and what is not. Visit some popular teen sites with your parents, teachers, or friends and discuss what you see there and what could be a danger. Learn to develop realistic expectations for both personal and online relationship. How you can stop cyberbullying? Be private. Keep passwords, pictures, secrets to yourself. Don't reply in anger. Stop, block, and tell. Don't reply, block the sender, and tell someone. Save the evidence or your computer or print out and Google yourself. Keep yourself safe. These are the tips for kids on cyberbullying. Only add people you trust on social network and keep personal information including your location private. Be a friend. Beware of what you share. Once a picture has been shared, it cannot be removed and is unlikely to ever remain private. Be careful before sending or posting any image. Don't respond or retaliate. A bully is always after a reaction. Don't give them one. Don't write back to nasty texts or message and respect others online. Keep the evidence. If someone has sent you cruel message, keep the evidence by saving it. Take the screenshot to show someone who can help you. Talk to an adult. It is very important. Do not suffer in silence. Talk to a trusted adult such as parent, teacher, or any cousin or brother or sister. Steps to take if you believe you have been a victim of cyberbullying. Determine if cyberbullying is actually going on. Save the evidence. Identify the sender. Contact your ISP, internet service provider if necessary. Contact the offender's parent who may or may not be supportive. Back up your remarks with written evidence. Contact your school if warranted. Contact an attorney. Threats, extortion, sexual harassment should be reported to the police. Now there are few tips for parents on cyberbullying. Talk about it. If your child is using social media or communicating online, don't wait until they experience cyberbullying to talk to them. Beware what they share, learn about it. Take control, set safety filters on their devices, and ensure privacy and setting are at the highest level on social media. But don't take all their freedom. Take it seriously. Block and report. Don't stop them going online. Often removing devices and stopping children from going online can make them feel more isolated. So you have to support your kids so that they can talk to you freely. Create a congenial environment for your kids. Now, in the end, I would like to say how you can stop bullying. Stop, block, record, and talk it out. Log off the site where the bullying is happening. Block emails or messages. Don't respond to them. Save the messages or email and show an trusted adult. And last but not least, tell someone you trust. Thank you and have a nice day.